It's like, what the heck? That's like probably 6 of these. Did not buy fast food. Jeez, this dude's not even trying to guard. Look, he's like fading like, dude, I do not want to get mixed.
Hmm. Did you see that? I was waiting for him to finally step, then double RB since I was like facing that way. So deadly how fast it is.
They're just lucky that I just want to have fun. I'm just doing stupid crap instead of just scoring. Ooh!
There's the finesse.
I mean, these guys should quit.
Really should.
Oh my gosh, tracking me down. Well, I broke him down. Ooh. No way. That was it. That was it.
Get in there. First post, baby. Hey everyone, this is Lesky here, back with another FIFA 21 Pro Clubs player build for you guys today. And in this video, we have for you an Arjen Robben winger build, which was requested in the comments by a viewer. He wants a Robben build that's able to cut in from the right side onto his left foot so he can unleash a finesse shot like Robben's known for, that he's done so many times in his career. So when I made this Robben build, I looked at Robben's FIFA 15 card. He had a 90 rated right mid card. That's the card that I used the most when looking at this build and making this build on the skill tree. But also Robben received a flashback card this year in FIFA 21 that's 88 rated, listed as a right mid, I do believe. The stats aren't as good as the 90 rated right mid in FIFA 15, but one thing I did want to note is that Robben this year actually got upgraded to 5-star skills from 4-star skills in that flashback card. Like, I don't think on any FIFA he's ever actually had 5-star skills other than this one in the flashback card, which is kind of nice. I actually got that flashback card on Ultimate Team and have used it quite a bit. It's got the 2-star weak foot though, that's like the only downside. But the 5-star skills is definitely nice, especially for this year in FIFA, because skills are very overpowered. So looking at the body page for this Robben build, we are listed as 5'10", 119 pounds. Robben on FIFA is listed as 5'10", so we had to go for 5'10" for this build. And I decided to go to the lowest section of weight, which is 99 pounds to 119 pounds. I decided to do 119 pounds. So just make sure you're at 5'10", 119 pounds for this build. Now we can head over to the skill tree. On the Robben playstyle screen, you can see that we're a right winger, 5'10", 119 pounds, and left-footed. And this build for me is an overall of 89. For some of y'all, it could be lower. And then for some of y'all, it could also be higher, which would be pretty impressive. But starting with the skill tree, we're going to look at the physical page since we don't have very much. And when I use this build, I was playing as any, so I had the second wind off. So this is really all you're going to want if you're going to be playing any with this build. You don't need the second wind. Just go all the way down to this physical focus, and you're good to go on the physical page. On all of his cards, he doesn't have that great of strength, so we decided not to add anything for like strength or jumping. And then the 85 jumping is not too bad for a base stat. And then wingers already have pretty poor strength base stats anyways, so it's not going to really affect it even if we added strength. But what you're going to want to do if you are not playing any and you are just using this build normally, you're going to want to take off this dribbling right here, the ball control focus, and then take off this extra long passing that I have, and then add it to second wind. Obviously, y'all probably don't have those added since y'all are just now looking at this build, but just make sure if you are not playing any, just to have that second wind, because it'll be very important for just the end game. Once that 75th minute hits, you'll get that extra stamina boost. So now over to the dribbling section, where this is where this build shines. We got 93 agility, 88 balance, 90 ball control, and 94 dribbling. And looking at Robben's 90 rated card on FIFA 15, comparing this agility of 93, he has exactly 93 agility back in FIFA 15. He had 91 balance, which is something we're not going to be able to get since we maxed out the balance at this height and weight, and this is what we're going to get of 93 agility and 88 balance. So we have a little bit less balance, but the exact same agility. And then when it comes to ball control, we have exactly the same amount of ball control as him, which is 90, and then he has 93 dribbling, and we have 94. So we're beating him a little bit on the dribbling. And then if you are an any, you'll have that extra ball control focus, which will even help even more, make your guy even feel better on the ball. And then we, like I said, we went to the 5-star skills, and then we also got the flare trait, Let me check on FIFA if he ever had the flare trait. Let me see if on this current FIFA 21 if he has the flare trait. No, he actually didn't get the flare trait on his flashback card. But again, like I say in most of my build videos, I always try to add the flare trait just because it's so good. So you don't have to make those awkward passes where you're off balance and you like want to pass it like the opposite direction of where your player is facing. You can just do like a backheel pass, and then it also helps for like fancy touches in certain situations, like in tight areas when there's a lot of people around you. Your guy will make a fancy touch and somehow get out of that tight situation, and sometimes it might lead to a goal or a scoring opportunity at least. So the flare trait is really clutch in my opinion. I like it a lot. So we went all the way down to the 5-star skills and all the way down to the flare trait, and then we just left off this ball control specialty and dribbling advanced focus. So this is it for the dribbling section on this build. I love the dribbling when using this build. It felt so silky. One of the best builds I've used when it comes to dribbling. Just the wingers in general are really good on this game. Like when it just comes to dribbling and skilling, all my winger builds on my channel are very good skiller builds. And this one is the same. It's really solid. And as you guys can see in a lot of the clips, it's very silky, quick, and you just feel like you have that sticky trait where the ball just sticks to your feet and you never really lose it, even if they like the defenders kind of like touch the ball. It always seems to just like bobble back to you. So now over to passing, where we do not have anything on it, but as I showed y'all earlier, if you are playing any, you're going to want to just add it to that extra long passing. I guess you could add it to short passing. It's really just an option of what you want to do. You could add it to something on shooting or something else. I guess that's only one skill point. It's only one skill point, so it's not that big of a deal. But for all the people that aren't playing any, we don't have anything on this page. And the base stats for a winger are actually very solid. 84 vision, 86 crossing, 81 long passing, 87 short passing, and 85 curve. So the base stats for a winger build are solid for pro clubs. You won't have a problem with it. Compared to like all the center forwards and striker builds, the passing is better for a winger for sure. And it almost plays more like a cam. They don't have as crazy good stats like a cam when it comes to passing, but they are pretty good. And you should be able to play make with this build and get a lot of assists. You should notice those pretty high passing stats when using this build. But just looking at Robben's flashback card and his FIFA 15 card, he really doesn't have that great of passing stats. Our base stats are better than his, really. His flashback card only has 80 vision, 82 short pass, 74 long pass, 90 curve. 90 curve is his best stat. Again, because of those curler finesse shots he's known for. He gets a lot of whippage on him. But back in FIFA 15, with his 90 rated right mid card, his passing stats are a little bit better, but around the same as his flashback. 84 vision, 86 short pass, 76 long pass, and then 85 curve, which we have the exact same curve as his FIFA 15 card. And the passing stats are almost the exact same, if not better. So when it comes to passing, we're pretty much spot on when it comes to like a Robben build. So we'll move on to shooting now, where, like I said earlier, we had to go for the finesse shot trait. And as I mentioned, he has a 2-star weak foot on his flashback card this year, and back in FIFA 15, he's always had the 2-star weak foot. He's so known for just using his left foot and not really using his right foot at all. So we just didn't go for any weak foot upgrades, and luckily we can't get a 2-star weak foot in pro clubs. We can get a 3-star weak foot at the minimum. So we went all the way down to the finesse shot. And then since wingers don't have the greatest long shot base stats, we had to get this long shots advanced focus, which gives you +3. And then the long shots, which gives you +2. So that's +5 long shots right there for 4 skill points. And that'll get you to 86 long shots, which really isn't that great, but it is usable. Like, you definitely can make some, especially with the finesse shot and the curve. Give them a try. I wasn't able to have like too much luck with crazy finesse shots. I was really close on some of my tries. Keepers barely saved or like barely went wide or something like that. But it's definitely doable to get some good finesse shots with this build. And then over on the right, we just went down to these 3 finishing, because the base finishing stats for a winger are not as good as you would like compared to like strikers, center forwards, and cams for pro clubs. And then this will also get us this like extra volleys right here, which the volleys aren't very good either, so that's kind of nice. That's a little bonus. And then that'll get us to 84 finishing. Looking at Robben's card in FIFA 15, he has 85 finishing, so he only has +1 finishing on us right there, so it's pretty close. And then he has 86 shot power, something we're not going to be able to get. That's one of the downsides of wingers. They have very low shooting stats in general, and especially shot power. Look at that, 73. Like, we're 5'10", we're not very short, and we only have 73 shot power. It's kind of a bummer, but this isn't really a build to like score crazy chances. You're mostly going to be dribbling, skilling, setting up chances for your teammates, whipping the ball in, and then you'll obviously get some chances to score, no doubt. But like, this isn't like a build that you're expect to finish every single chance because of these low shooting stats. He has 90 long shots on his card. Again, we tried to bump that as much as possible, and this is the best we could get to compete with that. And he also has 86 volleys. We're pretty close, one off on that one. And then penalties doesn't really matter either way. I actually made some pins with this build, but it's definitely not the best. You do notice a low penalty stat compared to like a striker or center forward build. You can't move the cursor very much at all after you press B or the shoot button, because it'll make that circle really big, and then you have a bigger chance of like hitting the ball wide and shanking it and completely missing the goal. But yeah, guys, this is the shooting page for this Robben build. We actually have a lot of skill points on it because that finesse shot and the extra long shots. And then we also just wanted to bump the finishing up quite a bit. So this is what we have. And now we can move on to pace, where we have a full pace upgrade, and that gets us to 93 acceleration and 92 sprint speed. Looking at Robben's FIFA 15 card, he has 93 acceleration and 93 sprint speed. So we're one sprint speed off compared to his FIFA 15 card, which is pretty spot on, since factoring in that this is the fastest you can make a 5'10" winger in this game. Like, literally the fastest, since we went on the lowest weight. Like, can't get any faster, so this is basically the closest we could get to that pace, just one sprint speed off. But the pace isn't a problem with this build at all. It feels absolutely rapid with the crazy dribbling stats, really high ball control and dribbling, and then, what did I say, 93 agility. That's crazy for a 5'10" guy, and 88 balance. You should be able to get past people pretty easily with this build, and hopefully get it on that left foot to either hit like a first post, just banger shot, or like an Arjen Robben signature finesse shot. This is going to wrap up this Arjen Robben winger build for you guys today. Let me know in the comments if y'all do give this a try, how it went for you. I would really appreciate that. And if you could hit that like button on this video and that subscribe button on my channel if you aren't already subscribed, I would appreciate that as well. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.